Hey guys, Jaya here and welcome to my YouTube video. It's been a while since I did some sitcom video or sitcom vlog because for the past few months, I'm really under stress. I'm really under tension or pressure because of my UK application process. But now I'm really happy. I'm already done with my exam. Yeah, with so much luck passed the exam, and I can say now that I'm less stressful than before. Of course, a new environment, new people, a new weather, you really have to adjust, you really have to adapt. Sometimes it's really difficult, especially if you're not used to your new work right now. I've received a lot of inquiries, a lot of messages in my social media account asking me how did I process my application from Saudi Arabia coming here in the United Kingdom. So paying it forward, so I'll be sharing with you our experience on how we did the process of my dependent. If you're interested, just keep on watching. So, just short background, me and my husband were both registered nurses in Saudi Arabia, work in Saudi for 4 years and a half. We really never saw it coming. We really never saw it coming, guys. So, like, our life there in Saudi Arabia is really good. Yeah, I can say it's really good. Like, free accommodation, free transportation from your workplace to your home. Even when you go on shopping during your rest days, will provide your free transportation. Salary as tax free. You can get how much whatever you work for. You can get all of it. I know working in different country is a bit challenging. Like working here in the United Kingdom is quite challenging as well. And the culture is different also. The culture is very different in Saudi Arabia. But I think if you live there for some time, maybe you will be able to adapt their culture as well. I know Saudi Arabia is really a good place to work with. If you really wanted to save money, I mean, Saudi Arabia is a really great country to work with. And I have no doubt about that. However, we just came to realize that we really need a new place, a new environment. It all started with an inspiration. So I had this friend, she arrived here not so long ago. She had been through a lot of hardships during the application, from passing the IELTS, I mean, doing her papers, from lockdowns, employment ban, and whatsoever. But she was able to come here in the United Kingdom. I think that was last year, December 2020. Really inspired with her. I made her my inspiration. We had this chit chat, and yeah, she shared her experience and the process as well. I decided to take my IELTS exam in the midst of December 2020. Since in Saudi Arabia, IELTS review is a bit expensive. We did not ask, but my friend said that like times 3 or times 2 of the IELTS exam amount. So I have decided to go on self-review. Yes, I did self-review, and I decided to book the exam in February 6, 2021. So I did a self-review for IELTS for 1 month and a half, and with miracles and lucky charms, I was able to get my target band score for me to be able to process my nursing application here in the United Kingdom. If you're going to ask me how I did my IELTS self-review for 1.5 months, I am going to make another video for that. I'm not really good in English. I'm not really confident, but I'm just going to share on how are you going to prepare for the IELTS exam without enrolling to IELTS course. So for IELTS exam, I took it in Al-Hasa because that was my place. If you are living in the eastern region of Saudi Arabia, you might as well take the exam in Riyadh, of course, in Dammam, Al-Khobar. I think also in, I don't know. Well, you can search, yes, you can search the British Council website on where you can take your IELTS exam. It's 1,300 Saudi riyals. The IELTS test in Saudi Arabia is very much the same in the Philippines. I took it once way back 2015, but I was not able to get my target band score. And that's why I have an idea what was the exam will be like. So I think that gave me still confidence to do self-review, take the exam in Saudi Arabia. Told myself to just let me try. So if I'm going to pass this exam, that I'll pursue application to the United Kingdom. So after a week, I received my IELTS result. I started my NMC application. So I log into, I created my NMC account online. I uploaded documents needed for the eligibility and qualification, passport, marriage contract, certificate, board certificate of nursing, your nursing diploma. Paid £140 for the state board verification. Paid someone in the Philippines to process my verification in PRC. Paid 1,500. I took the exam February 6. I got my result like after 13 days. So that will be 19. So after 2 days or after a week, I register. After 2 days, I receive an email, a test of competence invitation from NMC for me to be able to take the CBT exam or the OSCE exam. Because there were some inevitable events in life, we got infected with coronavirus, I think in the month of April. Yes, and we've been through a lot of stress that time. So I was able to resume my application in the last week of May 2021. In the first week of June, no, in the last week of May, I submitted my CV to many agencies, but I received also a lot of rejections because I don't have a solid hospital experience, but I kept on forwarding my resumes to different agencies, different employers, just trying if they will be able to line me up for interviews. Luckily, in the first week of June, I did, in the month of June, yes, I did, I think 3 interviews. And I got 2 offer letters. The first one came from, and the other offer letter was from which of them have a good package. I like because yeah, they offered me first, and I would say I would go for it because really lack of hospital experience, and they were giving me a chance to work with. So I chose I signed the offer letter, and then the problem is that they don't want me to travel with my husband. No, I want my husband to come with me here in the United Kingdom. So I did not continue with the agency. Next is the backing. I think the offer is really good, like 3 months free accommodation. And since they agree that I can come with my husband, so they were like going to give me a reimbursement for my accommodation for 3 months. I think it's really a good offer. Everything is fine. I signed already the documents, my papers were already ready. My NMC account is ready. The problem is that they cannot deploy me before my ikama or the expired in Saudi Arabia. This thing, or I have this problem in Saudi Arabia, that my resident ID will be expired in August 19, I think 2021. A CBT exam, I booked my CBT exam in July 15, 2021. So that means after I took the CBT exam, I only have this 1 month, like, yeah, 1 month span to process everything, my visa application going to the United Kingdom. The agency already know about it. They already know that I have this kind of problem with regards to my residence permit in Saudi Arabia, and they give me assurance that I can fly to the United Kingdom before that date. So I have already done everything, my papers. I submitted all the documents after my exam, after the CBT exam, because CBT result will be released 24 hours after your exam. I passed the CBT exam. I'm already done with the papers. NHS really requires a lot of paperwork for the process or for the application. I'm already done. I'm just waiting for my COS or for the certificate of sponsorship for them to give me so that I can start my visa application. Unfortunately, the problem is that they kept on moving my deployment date to this day, until to November, I think 2021. I cannot wait until November 2021 because I'll be paying an extra fee. So I'll be paying my renewal of my kama or the permit in Saudi Arabia. So with so much desperation, I really had no choice but to look for another employer who can deploy me before the end or before my residence permit expired. And it happened that I came across with this person in Facebook, and we were in the same boat. We were in the same situation. Her residence permit will also expired on this day, on that day. Like, she gave me her employer contact details. Maybe her employee can help me out with the problem. So I was able to talk to the agency, and they give me assurance that they can help me out with my situation. And with a little string of hope, I withdraw my application with the agency and apply a new application for this employer, and it happened to be a role for a care home. So I did the interview with this employer on, I think, in July 27, 2021. After that day, I received the offer letter. Then after one day, they already provided, or they already gave me my certificate of sponsorship in July 29, 2021. The following day, I already applied our visa online. So that was in July 30, 2021. I'm really I'm really praying that we will be able to fly before August 19. So everything was still okay. Everything was fine. We had our biometrics on August 2 in Kobar, because Kobar is the nearest VFS global. Sorry, just a quick rewind. So for the NMC application, it told you that I booked my exam in July 15, but before July, I working on with the second part of the NMC registration. So I paid 150 pounds. And for the health declaration, I was able to find GP in our polyclinic. Our GP doctor agreed to verify me in my NMC application, and I'm very thankful for that. For the NBI and police clearance, I think in the first week of July, we went to Philippine Embassy in Riyadh. So for the NBI, we paid 100 Saudi riyals, an additional 275 riyals for the LBC courier to process NBI clearance in the Philippines. After 2 weeks, we already received our NBI clearance in Saudi Arabia. I think it's a very good idea to process your police clearance with LBC rather than doing it yourself, because it could be hard for you to like get authorization and everything. And at that time, NBI clearance were only being released in Manila main office. That's why it's very convenient if you process with it with a courier. So for the police clearance, you will just get an endorsement letter from Philippine Embassy Riyadh. You'll be paying 100 SR. And after, you have to go to your nearest police department. My husband got his police clearance after a week, I think. In mine, I got it after 4 days. So there's no payment made when you go to the police station. You just have to give your, I think, ikama and the endorsement letter, and then they will give you a stub for your schedule when you will be going to get your police clearance. So after we receive the police clearance, it should be translated. So we paid another 150 riyals for the translation of the police clearance. So it's really a long process, guys. So I did mine first. So I paid online. That's $333 US. And I opted for this priority service because we were in hurry to get the visa approval. So we paid $398 US. I immediately did my husband's visa application under the BPS, I think, Global Dash as a partner for visa. Oh, mine I did under health worker visa. I'm free with like IHS charge, yes, and for my husband as well. PFS, you will be doing your biometrics and photo. And also, you have to bring your original documents because the officer will going to check that. We already uploaded our original documents online, so we didn't pay an additional for that one. So for me, I brought with me my certificate of sponsorship, my passport. I brought my IELTS as well, and my NBI and police clearance. And for my husband, passport, NBI clearance, police clearance, a certificate of sponsorship, and marriage certificate. That's all. And they didn't ask for any. So in August 4, 2021, 2 days after of our visa appearance, so I received this kind of email. that my application has not been straightforward, so they need further checks. But my husband's visa has been already approved in August 8th, and he already received his BRP letter, passport in August 9, which was very strange for us because he is my dependent and his visa got approved first before mine. Those days were really like stressful for me because I'm not sure if my visa will be approved or not, or what will be the decision. It's like I emailed UKVI. I tried to ring them as well. They usually replied after 2 days, and they said that no decision has been made yet. They will just inform me once decision has been made. Do not book any tickets or like that without my passport with me or without my decision yet. It took 4 weeks for them to make decision for my visa. The BRP letter, it says that my visa has been approved in August 26, but I received the email in August 31, so that's approximately 4 weeks of waiting in vain whether my visa will be approved or not. It's really stressful, guys, if you know. So I sent messages to like many people because you cannot ask VFS. They don't really have the answer. So I kept on sending emails to UKVI as well, and they said like this, like that. I've decided to go directly to VFS Cobar. So I arrived there in the afternoon, and they said that you cannot go here directly to ask for your visa. It's very stressful for me because I really don't know. It's been almost a month I've been waiting. My ikama or my residence permit has been expired already in August 19. I will tell you later what happened. I really insist, the officer, I think maybe you can check inside. There is an envelope for me or a parcel for me for my visa. And then because I'm really like, I was going to cry on them, like, can you please check please? And then they said, yes, just give me a minute and I'm going to check inside. And then they check it inside, and yes, my visa came already. And yes, I am very excited that I opened it just outside the VFS Global, and I see that my visa has been already approved, and I'm very happy in that day. Guys, I'm going to tell you what happened to my residence permit. As I've said, I can only stay in Saudi Arabia on or before August 19. So what happened is that residence permit already expired, and I have to pay 10,000 riyals, almost 10,000 riyals, to be exact, 9,500 Saudi riyals for the renewal of my visa. So I have no choice, but I paid 9,500 riyals for me to be able to extend my stay in Saudi Arabia. Moving forward, after I got my visa approved, have decided to book the ticket on September 5. For both of us, we spent like 2,800 riyals. We found out that connecting flights were cheaper than a direct flight. So our itinerary from Dammam Airport going to Riyadh, and then from Riyadh going to Bahrain, and from Bahrain going directly to London Heathrow. So I know it takes time, but it's cheaper. For that 72 hours, you need to take your RT-PCR. 2 days before our flight, we did RT-PCR test in Riyadh airport before going to Bahrain. So we were asked for like passport with the vignette sticker. So for me, the officer just asked for my work and any unnecessary questions like I don't know, I forgot. Anyway, they asked for a job employment letter. So I gave them instead my certificate of sponsorship. So I don't have the hard copy one. I just showed them a phone screenshot, and it worked. And the plane ticket, those are the things that they need in the Riyadh airport. The same for my husband as well. Only certificate of sponsorship and the passport and the plane ticket as well. So when we arrive in the UK border, the officer just asked for a negative RT-PCR for both of us, our BRP letter, and our passport, of course. They just asked on the quarantine place or quarantine house. I only spent 5 minutes in the officer. Before I forgot, do not forget to change your Saudi riyals to US dollars, because here we're having a hard time to find money changer that can change riyals to pounds or riyals to US dollars. And guys, for the quarantine period written in your passenger locator form, make sure that it's the place that you have to stay during your quarantine days, because yes, there will be an officer that will check you, will randomly check you if you were staying in that house or that place in that hotel. I have heard that someone from, they're not Filipinos, but from other country have been sent back home because they go outside. During the checks, they were not inside the house. And when they were asked, they said that they go outside for shopping. And for the officer, I think that's not fair enough or that's not reasonable. Whatever is written in your passenger locator form, please pay during your quarantine days. And after 10 days of quarantine, you'll be able to get our BRPs. And 15 days, we were deployed to our care home. Me and my husband, we have the same employer, so we work together in the same place as well. And that's really an advantage for us. Number 7, I'm already done with my OSCE exam. Really thankful for the people who helped me a lot during my OSCE review. I cannot name you all. You know who you are. I know God will return the favor. May God bless you all. And as of the moment, I am still waiting for my PIN. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I'm really praying for your success as well. And for my future video, I'm going to share my experience with my IELTS exam. See you guys in my next video. Bye-bye.